Today we're gonna make one of my favorites, sausage and pepper pasta. First thing to do is heat up your oven, which just popped on right now, just preheated to 425 degrees, and get the sausage in there, and we're gonna cook these until they're cooked through. Probably will take about 25 minutes, maybe 30 minutes. Let's go over the ingredients really quickly. We have peppers. I used 2 green, 2 red. They were about medium-sized peppers. If you have like really large peppers, you could probably get away with 2 of them. This water we're gonna use to steam our peppers. This is gonna be very similar to how we did the spicy pepper bucatini a few weeks ago. I have Sicilian oregano. I love it. It just screams Italian American food, specifically New York food. All the pizzerias use this type of oregano. A lot of restaurants do too. They do sell it on Amazon, and stores have it too if you live around here. Pecorino Romano, garlic. Those onions weren't so good, they were small. I recommend buying 1 large onion. It would be easier for you to get nice longer slices instead of these little tiny pieces. I have a pound of rigatoni. You can use any pasta you want here. One that would be really nice would be that mezze pecorino that we used in the pasta alla norcina from about a month ago. I have sclafani crushed tomatoes. I'm always using these. They're very inexpensive and they're really good. And then right here, I have tomato paste. I'm going to use 3 ounces of this tomato paste. Standard can is 6 ounces, so I'm gonna use half of it. You get away with using a whole can if you want. If you want more sauce, by all means do that. Maybe even add a little bit more pasta water in there. We're gonna use that pan again. 14-inch stainless steel pan. You can get away with a 14-inch non-stainless steel pan too. You don't have to use a stainless pan. You need a very large pan here. We're gonna make sausage and peppers. Lots of peppers, lots of onions, sausage, and then a pound of pasta. I'm gonna heat my pan up to about medium to medium low. It doesn't have to be that high. Part of the thing that makes sausage and peppers is the olive oil. So we want a lot of olive oil in this. I have extra virgin. This is Costco Spanish olive oil. Use any good olive oil you like. You can even use regular olive oil. I'm gonna put about 3/8 of a cup down here, so a good amount. By the way, I also saved all the fat drippings from the sausage, and we'll add that in here too, which will make it even healthier. Get the garlic in. I often get questions about why I slice garlic at one point, mince, leave it whole, and others. There's not much rhyme or reason to it. I actually like whole cloves a lot. A lot of places, many places in New York will do that, where they'll using the full cloves. One of my favorite restaurants, family style Italian restaurants, they use whole cloves in everything, and it's so good. Once they get a little brown, like that golden brown color, they get soft, they're delicious. When you slice it, you'll have more pieces, so you'll have a chance for more of the pieces to get onto each pepper, like a crevice in the pepper, or the onions, or whatnot. And I just want to get this garlic lightly golden here. All right, it's getting there. Not quite yet. The one thing I forgot to tell you about is basil. That's gonna be what we put in to finish it. That's the only ingredient that I didn't show you. I always like to try to show you all those ingredients, just so you know you have everything prepared. Okay, you can see a little bit of golden starting to form there. That's good. Let's get all the peppers in. Got a ton of oil in here, so put it in away from you. Unless you want to get all oil on your shirt and everything. These are kind of my cooking shirts, so it's fine if it does get on there. You see how much we have in our large pan right now? There's no using a 12-inch pan for this dish. It's not gonna happen. So all I wanna do here is get this olive oil and that garlic all over the onion and peppers. And now I have 3/4 cups of water, roughly. It doesn't matter. You could put in a cup, you're gonna be fine. You could put in a cup and a half, you'll be fine, because what we're going to do is we're gonna bring this up, turn the heat to medium, and then we're gonna cover this. Let this go for about 15 minutes, maybe 12 minutes. We want these peppers and onions to get very soft. If we were to try to just do the peppers and onions right on top of the garlic there, the garlic would burn. You want to do it that way, you gotta do your onions, peppers and onions first, then add your garlic in last. This is the same way you do pepper and egg too. All right, it's been exactly 15 minutes. If you have a lid that's not exactly tight like I do, and this has a hole in it too, make sure you keep an eye on it because you actually could lose water too quickly and then you could start burning. Most of my water has actually evaporated, as you can see. If you do have a lot of water now, what you want to do is keep your heat about medium and just let it all cook off. All the olive oil's not gonna evaporate. That will stay here. The water is going to go this way. All right, these are nice and soft. Everything's looking soft and good. I'm gonna season it right now with some salt and pepper, kind of like building the flavor to start, but we'll season again later with the sauce. And if you want hot pepper, you could add it now too. I feel like every video I'm using hot red pepper or Calabrian chili paste. I said tonight, let's just take it easy. You know what I mean? And I just did the spicy pepper bucatini, which is a similar dish, and that had the long hots and the cubanellas, and those long hots are so hot. Somebody told me, and I think they're right, that I might not be buying the Italian long hots, I might be buying the Chinese long hots, which are a different variety. I mean, I'm just buying what's labeled in the store, but that's twice now, 2 different places. It was Whole Foods and the other place was Meat Farms. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna add the paste. I'm gonna add in half a can, get it right into the oil. You don't have to measure precisely or anything like that. All right, we're gonna fry this paste into the oil for about 5 minutes. That looks phenomenal right now. You can see that oil is colored with the paste. I had a friend in college. His girlfriend at the time's family owned an Italian jarring, like import company, and they from Staten Island, and they had a ton of ingredients and they jarred and they had everything, and he would bring them back to Albany where we went to college, and there was this pepper thing that they had, jar peppers, and they used olive oil and sunflower oil, but it had like the garlic, and it was basically just like this in a jar, an oily jar. It was so good, and every time I make this, I remember that. I always remember that from college. Gonna put the tomatoes in. At this point, while it's coming up to a simmer, get your water boiling for your pasta. And I'm getting some of that sausage fat in there too. Like I said, this is a very, very healthy dish. It's another healthy dish from the healthiest channel on YouTube. While the water's coming to a boil, I'm gonna get some of the Sicilian oregano in. Comes like this on the stick. And you can just take it in your hand and just sprinkle it in. And I'm gonna put about 2 teaspoons worth in here. This just gives you that sausage and peppers taste. I do it in my hand like that because I don't want to get any of the branches in. I have more over here. You can just add more if we need it when we taste test it. Gonna give the sauce a little bit of a taste. That is good. Does need a little bit of salt. I'm gonna do about a teaspoon. And I'm gonna put a little bit of pepper in there. Water's boiling. 2 tablespoons kosher salt per gallon of water. Gonna cook this to 1 minute less than al dente. So when I say that, it means like al dente is where what you want to eat. We'll just put it in here about a minute prior. We'll let the sauce cook on the pasta so it will stick. If we don't do that, if we just take the pasta and we take our sauce and just put it over it, it will just slide off. It won't be good. You always want to have your pasta sauced in the pan. 95% of the time you want to do that. Sometimes you can't, like if you're making Sunday sauce and you're making like 3 pounds of pasta, it's just not practical to do that. So that would maybe be one time that you don't do it. Our sausage and peppers is at a really nice simmer here. All right, get that right in there. I'm not draining it too aggressively, it's fine. Sauce is pretty thick right now. We need a little bit of that extra pasta water in there. And you can see how we really needed the size of that pan. All right, let's just gently fold all that sauce on there. We're not doing any flipping today. We're not gonna kill ourselves with this. All right. Just keep moving it around. Let it cook. Got my heat about medium here. Just check one, just taste one to know when it's finished. I'm gonna do about that much. He smelled this one and he came down. Normally I got to go get you, right?
Yeah.
Just gonna set you up just with a tiny bit right now, buddy. All right, same thing for me. So it just wouldn't be a pasta really without some pecorino on it, which I put on. I feel like I put it on everything. Thank you.
I like it a lot, just that I can't really enjoy it right now.
Too hot?
Yeah, I don't think the pasta is really that hot. It's just the sausage that's really hot.
We got some bread here too. A very special thanks to Patreon producers Chris Whalen, Steve Winitsky, Paul Walter Hauser, Elizabeth Shaw, Joe Hardage, John Andolino, Kenneth Parker, Matt Fisher, Richard C., Tom Bronca, Mike Tamburino, Richard P. Bornvanik, and Matthew Amore.